Can you travel on airplanes with your medications? That answer is yes. And I'm going to tell you today exactly what the TSA says about flying with medications, okay? Guys, I'm Dr. Jen. It is good to see you. Make sure you watch to the end for a couple specific caveats that you need to know. First thing they say is you can bring your medication in pill or solid form in unlimited amounts as long as it's screened. That's good to know. Number two, they say you can travel with your medication in both carry-on and checked baggage, but they highly recommend you put your medications in your carry-on so that if you need your medications during flight, you can access it. I recommend it in case your luggage that's checked gets lost or stolen or what have you, right? That's just sort of that way you have your medicines, okay? Number three, liquids. Liquids are different. Now, TSA says it's not necessary to present your medication to or notify an officer about any medication you're traveling with unless it's in liquid form. Okay, ding, ding, ding for liquids. Now they say medications in liquid form is allowed on your carry-on bags in excess of 3.4 ounces in reasonable quantities for the flight. But you got to tell the officer that you have a medically necessary liquid at the start of your screening checkpoint process. You got to let them know this, let them know what's going on. Now, medically required liquids will be subject to additional screening that could include you having to open the container. You need to understand that, okay? Now, let's move on. A lot of people are like, okay, do I have to keep my medications in prescription bottles? Now, this is what TSA says. They say TSA does not require passengers to have medications in prescription bottles, but individual states have individual laws regarding the labeling of prescription medication, so you have to actually comply with the individual states as well. Ding, ding, ding. I would also say this does not necessarily apply to international travel. That's a whole different thing, okay? Now, other things that you need to know according to TSA is that your medications are usually screened by X-ray, but if you don't want your medications to be X-rayed, you can actually ask for a visual inspection instead. That's good to know, but you have to obviously make this request in time before your medicines are sent through the X-ray tunnel, okay? The last thing they say is that nitroglycerin tablets and spray, which are generally used to treat like angina, chest pain, things like that, are permitted and have never been prohibited. They're here to tell you that it is not never been prohibited and it is permitted. Okay, so the things I also need you to know is that remember what I said earlier, that TSA said earlier about the individual states. This is TSA, but individual states may have specific rules that you may need to abide by in terms of like medication bottles, things like that. So you need to be aware. And again, international travel is a different beast. Okay, so I'll probably do a video on international travel and kind of what you need to keep in mind. Like literally, you need to like be on checking like the country's guidelines and things like that, because every country is different, and depending on the medication you're trying to bring in the country, etc. Like it's no joke. So this does not apply at all to international travel. Okay, the different countries that you were going to. This is the TSA and what they say on their website, and there could be changes based on individual states as well. But I hope this is helpful. And yes, you can travel with your medications, y'all. I'm Dr. Jen Cottle, practicing family physician, on-air health expert, and video creator. Let me know, have you ever had trouble traveling with your medications? I want to know that. Let me know in the comments, by the way. Please like and follow my page on Facebook. On YouTube, please subscribe to my channel. Click the little bell for updates. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, WhatsApp, LinkedIn, all that stuff. Please follow me at Dr. Jen Cottle, and please sign up for my free weekly health newsletter at drjenandcottle.com. All right, guys, love y'all.